Here we are, Luigi. I just felt we have to do this again to say goodbye to suburbia. I don't know when we'll leave. I thought the Christmas send-up was enough, but hey. Alright, look at this. This is just the main road where my dad lives. This is going to be a long movie. Look at this. Alright, suburbia. There's our crescent moon again, Luigi. There it is. Like our honeymoon, it's the colour of honey. I think it's the street lights. Look at that, the colour of honey, honeymoon. We have sex on a Bishop C754 modified. So yeah, here's some of the garden, lit by them sodium street lights. Street lighting was something I was into when I had my photocopier slump. In fact, it was the interest. Now my brain consumes a lot of sodium. I feel my brain is like a sodium street light, but yeah, high pressure sodium. Yeah, symbolism, Luigi. Now, Luigi, we're going to try and capture a sodium street light in a more creative sense. It's just shining out through the trees. Little fine yellow trees in front of my dad's place, and trying to get a really nice sparkling effect. So, yeah. Sodium. And street lights are quite substandard too. I know some people who could do a very good job at designing them. Okay, Weege, as we leave Copier Central, or Copier Culture Central, I just felt the need to use up whatever battery or data, or not data, storage you got on here. Say goodbye to suburbia, or Burbia. I hear the sound of bats, Luigi, just like in 1992, 93, I think it was 93. And, yep, I just heard the little squealing noises. Here we go, there's another one. Luigi, another off-road interest. Christmas lights. LEDs especially. Oh, Luigi. You probably won't see much of this once we enter our copier world. It'll be much more fun, but we just got to take memoirs of Burbia. Here are some more Christmas lights. They're not the greatest ones I've seen. I've seen really impressive displays, but still they're beautiful. Merry Christmas, Weege. Love you. Here are some more Christmas lights, Luigi. Not far from there. Not the greatest ones, but they're still beautiful, nonetheless. Here are those twinkly ones we just saw from a different angle, from a different street. They look almost like something out of, I don't know, the Rats of Nim, the movie, or something like that. Look at them, Luigi, how they flash. I love you. Here are some more Christmas lights. These ones are very subtle. Just changing colour slowly. They still got their own beauty. Christmas 2002. Had these at my dad's place. Look at this, Luigi. Now this is more like it. Look at these, flashing away. Look at that. Look at that, Luigi. And here's that magnificent twinkle house again. Twinkle, twinkle, little Chrissy lights. It's beautiful, Luigi. I've seen a lot better ones over the time, but this is the best we've seen tonight. I just had to capture a third one, Luigi. I like to do things in threes, Luigi. One of my Asperger traits. And we'll just make it look even better by zooming in on the action. Show the beauty of these lights, the detail, and we're so good with detail, Luigi. Look at that, isn't it brilliant? Oh, Luigi, remember the days of the old schoolyard? Schools like this remind me, it's hard to see it from here, Luigi, but they make me think of copiers, Luigi. I think this school's actually been using spirit duplicators because I saw some evidence of it in the bushes. They've blown into, or not in the, yeah, near a driveway there. Yes, Luigi, schools are where our minds are formed. Our first, well, our early relationships, our early social lives, and how we learn. But we don't learn that way, Luigi. Schools, it's funny how I look at schools and there's something I like about them, but I know that I never liked school. I'll always say, Luigi, that school really sucks. But parts that I like, there's still a feeling about it. It's to do with the photocopiers, Luigi. The spiritual connection I have with photocopiers. And even the lighting here is fascinating. The different shades of light, different colour temperatures of the lights used to illuminate this school is making it actually very beautiful. And even the bars. This is what we Aspies do well. Is detail and picking things up like this. It's beautiful, Luigi. Luigi, battery's about to conk out. But I'll tell you one thing. Spirit duplicator use is evidence of bad photocopier design or the fact that photocopiers are too expensive or the GFC. And there'd be more factors involved. But I'm sure I saw them, I picked them up and I sampled them. Now this is not from this side of the school, but that's really strange to see spirit duplicators. But I gotta go, Luigi. Like Prince Cicada in distress. I love these creatures. He can't get off, he can't take off. Luigi, I hate to hear this. This is one of the things I hate about Burbia. Sounds like this. I've now got him in my hand. Come on, little black prince. Like a toner head. Black prince. You're a black prince, Luigi. Get on the tree, black prince. On the tree. Come on. It's not easy to see under these street lights, but I love cicadas, Luigi. You can see his wings glistening. So beautiful. When we get into our photocopier factory, this is one thing I won't miss, is the sadness of nature. The savagery and the pain and the noises they make when they're suffering. School again. This is like photocopier connection, so deep, the concrete, the fluorescent lights, the utilitarian environment, cold to most people, but to me, it's always had a deep connection, Luigi. I love you. Back on Mona Vale Road, Luigi, this is roughly where the spirit duplicate images were found. I can't tell whether it was this side or this side, but it was one of these sides, or both, actually. Paper strewn, and they were printed in purple, and you remember those things used to smell like, well, methylated spirits, because that's what they were. I used to love smelling them, Luigi. But photocopiers are the future. Self-guided photocopiers. Here's some more roadside natural beauty, Luigi. The bright street lights lit up right up the trees, the leaves, the beauty here. The green, the beautiful green, even though it's distorted by the street light. It's still beautiful. And the way the street light casts all these patterns. This is physics, Luigi, and nature. This is how it works, Luigi. There's nothing wrong with that, is there, Luigi? There's nothing punishable about it. Physics and nature. Nature and technology. Craftwork. Man, nature and technology. Here is some more of it again, Luigi.
Yeah, it's true.
Again lit up by the street lights. Street lights provide the illumination from the front, and one provides, and from the rear. And we've got the moon, Luigi. The honeymoon, our moon, Luigi. Just above the tree branch. Sex on a BizHub C75. Yes, I'm now going to zoom into that honeymoon a bit longer now, a bit closer. Remember, we're going to have sex on a BizHub C754, Luigi. Remember? You look forward to that, don't you, mate? You're beautiful. You my black prince. And you my black prince, Luigi. You know what BizHubs are like? The bodies of BizHubs, the way that they're almost a black and white. Well, mainly black, they sort of look a bit like black prince cicadas. And they sort of, BizHubs remind me of you, Luigi. The way they look, the way they're complex, but yet, because of what happened, you got deranged. They're beautiful, Luigi. Black princes as well, mechanical ones. Not so easy to detect, Luigi, on this phone, but I can just make out the gossamer threads of a beautiful spider web, and I can see the spider is now coming into view. Just beneath the street light. Just shines into the street light. Isn't he beautiful? See the web. The beautiful red shades of red and green and yellow in the leaves. This would look good on the BizHub as well. This is Beautiful stuff, Luigi. I get the feeling we're not going to get much of this. We're going to be so busy with our photocopier project, the self-guided photocopier, that going to the Burbs would be a rare opportunity, if at all. And the wind catcher. Another spider web, Luigi. The gossamer threads, you can just make them out. Just make them out. It's hard to see them, but the lighting is still beautiful nonetheless. And some more leaves. I think these are, of course, these look like just gum leaves, right? But the way they're being picked up in the light, and the way this camera appears to be picking them up, is beautiful, Luigi. More beauty, Luigi, than the street lit. Amazing how this artificial light really brings up nature. It shows how nature and technology and man can unite. And there's nothing evil about it, Luigi. It's who controls it and what the motivation is. Money, greed, and warfare. Killing people and hurting people. If we nerds and geeks get together and we be ourselves, I know we nerds and geeks are generally, Asperger people, are generally tilted towards good. I know we've done a lot of things wrong too. You know, we've often killed people, we've hacked computers as a group. But that's not generally us. That's because we've been denied access to meaningful work and social pleasures. But we don't want to hurt people. If anyone who's not an Aspie is listening, we just need understanding, but we also really need to help ourselves and get together, because no one else will. I love you, Luigi.